Would there be any lighting?
It's like my own Pinterest page, my own work.
That's all yours?
And elderly people, yes. It's like, do you have anything soft to eat? You know, rice pudding. It's very early in the morning.
It is. Oh my gosh, so today we are at the coolest wedding venue ever. This is a new wedding venue outside of Nashville in Spring Hill, Tennessee, and it's called Allenbrook Farms, and I'm in the bridal suite right now. Say hey, Lindsay, Grace, and Stephanie. So, Lindsay shot Sean's wedding, and she's shooting it, and that's Stephanie, who is the owner and designer extraordinaire of this awesome place. So, this is gonna be the coolest ever. Like, look at this bride suite. Isn't that the cutest wedding ever? Okay, look at the men's suite. And the dressing room for the men. Oh, we're dying. Okay, look at all these things. So she has literally planned this place out. Like, every little thing that I point at, she's like, that's my grandma's table. I collected that from this yard sale. This place is just incredible. I've been wanting to do a style bridal shoot like ever since I was born. And I'm so excited because my wedding is not rustic and quirky. It's quirky, but not this quirky. And this is gonna be everything that like I wanted to do in my wedding that I didn't choose. So look out here. This is their farm. It's like a real organic farm. They feed like 200 families a week. And I'm just thrilled about this. These are gonna be the most beautiful pictures ever. Like, look at this. All this is her china. She's like collected at yard sales and stuff. And real farm tables that were handmade by her husband. Dead. Now we're doing a real cake tasting for our fake wedding. This is my bride, Lindsay. And this is Stephanie, the most incredible woman on the face of the earth that designed this. So, oh my gosh, all these types. So what's and then these are the icings. We're picking out for the cake for the fake wedding. So what's this baker called?
Copper Whisk.
Copper Whisk.
Her card's right here.
Oh, you gonna take all those icings over there, Lindsay Grace? Copper Whisk. And I mean, look at this place, you guys.
Here, get some cakes. Which would you like? There's salted caramel, 9 and 10 are vanilla. Let's start with vanilla.
So we're leaving right now, and this is like literally the best day of our lives. We're more excited about this than the real wedding. We got the cakes! We got the cakes, and it's just like, this is the most wonderful place. This is like the dream of my life so right now.
But I just gotta find myself a man.
Yeah, we're looking for Lindsay a man. So if you're any man that's watching my YouTube channel and you need a woman, here we go. All right, so tonight has been a big night. We became members of Costco.
Yes.
Have you ever been there? You will stay there forever. Uh-oh, my fig tree is not looking good. Anyways, right now we are preparing some breakfast casseroles because Luke is having like 25 people over tomorrow, and I was like, do you need me to make some breakfast casseroles? So we're making some breakfast casseroles. So these are super easy to make. And it's basically just like hash browns, bell peppers, onions, ground sausage. I mix the regular and the spicy. And then I'm gonna pour this little mixture over top of it. It's like 4 eggs, a cup of Bisquick, and some pepper. Yeah, and then I put cheese on top, then I bake it. So Kyle is on this assembly of the sausage.
I'll have a shirt on.
Oh, he's so modest. And I'm about to pour that over top of this. So we're making 4 of these. And then I'm gonna make pancakes tomorrow. Okay, we have completed the project. And so I have 3 breakfast casseroles done for in the morning to just throw into the oven. I'm gonna put a layer of cheese on the top. And then I'm gonna do pancakes separately, but I like to do a breakfast casserole the night before because, especially if it's breakfast, you're gonna have to wake up at the crack to get breakfast casseroles all prepared and ready. And I ain't trying to do that.
I've been slaving.
He has been slaving.
Slaving. I cooked all 3 of these all day and night for this casserole.
Welcome to Winter Wonderland! And we are dropping the casseroles off now. We got so much snow last night. And it's so beautiful. It was literally 78 yesterday. And Kyle made a lot of the casseroles. He really wants you guys to know.
What?
Told him you made a lot of the casseroles. Here we go. So it was a success, wasn't it, Luke? Who's the best sister?
The lighting's great right here. I don't look like a bobber right now.
You do.
Welcome to my vlog.
That is really funny. Like, one little spot of light. But let me show you. I made these casseroles.
Go cats.
And I made these, it's very loud in here. These pancakes.
Show the strawberries.
And here is all our pigs. All my siblings are over there curled up in my cousins.
Green strawberries.
Well, I brought
really hard on this.
Dougie's having a fun time too. At Uncle Luke's house. Oh no. Oh no. He's already eaten like 19 sausage links. Well, here we are at the home of the Hugh Hauser. And we're going over decor and all things
So
such
if we
as
do the
that.
panels over the tables.
And we want to do like Kim Kardashian flower walls.
Glass ceiling, that won't really be seen.
Hugh doesn't let me tell you guys like
Oh, on the wrong place.
That's
what all of our secrets are, but I can tell some of them.
Oh, I see. Okay. I see yours.
What?
I was looking at the wrong ceiling.
The bride.
Give me that.
Yes, Queen. We love a flower wall.
Yes, queen.
It's like frosting on the stage.
Down that.
See how cool it looks?
What color? What?
It's white, yeah.
I like that. Would there be any lighting?
It's like my own Pinterest page, my own work.
That's all yours?
And elderly people, yes. It's like, do you have anything soft to eat? You know, rice pudding. It's very early in the morning.
It is.
Every video, I'm always in a baseball cap in your videos.
I
Oh my God,
know.
that looks like George W. Bush, doesn't it? Look.
Is
Oh my
that?
From the
gosh.
side. It's not. Just having the nicest time. Everybody just shaking hands.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite thing about the wedding decor so far? I think mine is the flower wall.
Yeah, we love a flower wall. I think my favorite part is the. I'm really crazy about these panels, but we can't tell them what they are.
Okay.
Big surprise.
Big surprise.
Very busy.
What's your favorite part?
Very busy.
I like the flower wall and the pens.
And the panels. We love a panel and a wall.
I know that. Something similar to that, a big piece coming down.
And that would be really pretty.
Because then we could incorporate it in the cake.
Yeah, look, I
That
did
could
it
be
at
kind of a
the
thing.
Parthenon recently. See what you think of us. Hello, Kathy. Morning. It's bright and early. We are just planning away.
We got the bride
like
and the
3 PTA
groom.
mothers.
2 brides, actually.
Oh my God, I just cannot wait.
I'm the groom.
Cannot wait for our wedding.
I'm starting a flower arranging business.
Well, it's a really exciting day because I'm trying out my sous vide cooker. So if you don't know what a sous vide cooker is, you see I got this for Christmas if you watch my videos, and I haven't used it until now. So it's a French method of cooking, and apparently it's what like all the fancy steakhouses use. How you cook things is you seal them in a plastic bag. I have a vacuum sealer. It works better. It was pretty cheap off of Amazon. And then you submerge them in a bath of water, and apparently like it cooks like you've never had anything cooked before. So I've got my sous vide right now. Anova is the brand, and it is heating up the bath of water to 140 degrees. As you can see, it's not there yet, but it's on the way. So once I heat up that water, I'm gonna put the pork chops in. So you can just use a Ziploc baggie and kind of squeeze all the air out and do it like that, but I read that it works a lot better if you use a vacuum sealer. So of course, Big Mama bought a vacuum sealer. So I've seasoned these pork chops. I just used salt and pepper, and then I just sealed it right up. This is like the most user-friendly, easy thing to use ever if you are into the vacuum sealing. Okay, now I'm gonna submerge this in the bath of water for like 45 minutes, and then I will do the finishing touches. Okay, and then behind me, I did the easiest sides ever. So, I love my spring vibes. So, I've just taken these baby carrots, or they're actually a little bit bigger than baby. There's the hand for the reference. I sprinkled some thyme, salt and pepper, a tiny bit of olive oil, shook around in a Ziploc baggie, and then I chopped up some garlic, and then I just threw like a mix of wild mushrooms. So there's some cremini mushrooms and shiitake mushrooms, a little bit of salt and pepper, a tiny bit of olive oil, and then I threw whole garlic cloves in here because I like to do that. I'm gonna cook them part of the way like this, and then part of the way I'll cover them. I'm gonna give you a little update. It's only been in there for about 10 minutes, but it's still on 140 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's just fascinating to me how it cooks these things. So you can already see them turning brown, and so you don't need these fancy things. I get these little clips to keep them from like moving around, and then these are supposed to trap the heat in, but you do not need these things. You don't even need a vacuum sealer. So if you did just get this, you could do this in any kind of like bin or anything. This is like what they use at a restaurant. I just felt like getting it. So, but it's crazy. See, it's cooking up. Apparently this is like the method that keeps all of the juices in. And you know who needs all of the juices in. So everything's cooking up. So once the pork chops come out of the 45-degree bath that they're in right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take like a chunk of butter, like half a tablespoon. I added up on Weight Watchers. And I'm gonna throw it in my La Creuset. I'm gonna let it foam up, and then I'm gonna brown like the pork chops 1 minute on one side, probably 1 minute on the other. I just kind of watch it. Then I'm gonna make like a really thick emulsion, I think that's how you say it, sauce. And I really love like that kind of sour, earthy taste that like mushrooms and Worcestershire and cherry beef broth. So I kind of throw all these together. So you can use however many mushrooms you want. There's really no stipulation on that. And then like a dash of this, so I don't know, a tablespoon I'd say, about a quarter cup of this. I'm trying to give you guys measurements because I do a lot of things off the top of my head, but I know you need measurements to know what I'm doing. And then beef broth, I'm gonna add like half a cup. So what I do, so after I finish doing the browning in there, then I'm gonna throw these in, and I'm gonna cook these in just what's left over of the butter. And then like after a couple of minutes, then I throw in these 3 things, and then I let it get real thick. It's gonna start cooking up real thick. Then I'll stir in a tiny bit more butter. I'd say maybe a tablespoon. Now this sauce, what I do is I add up like in my head the Weight Watchers thing. So obviously like I'm not eating both of these pork chops, so I don't have to add in 2 chunks of butter. Like I can add in 1 chunk of butter, which I've done my points for today. And then everything else is no points except for the meat. So like all the vegetables, all the vegetables are 0 points the way that I made them. And there's just like the tiniest bit of olive oil. If you want to count olive oil, you can. Some people do, some people don't. It depends on the day if I do or I don't. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna whip up that little sauce and make it kind of like caramelized. Okay, so I've just taken them out, and here is what you want right here. See these little brown bits? That's gonna be when your butter is ready to brown these. So this is what it looks like when it just came out, and now I'm gonna brown them 1 minute on each side. Okay, they've done 1 minute on each side. Now I'm gonna take them out and put in the mushrooms. I've just thrown in the sherry, and I scraped up those little brown bits. I'm gonna let that cook for a minute, and then I'm gonna throw in the beef broth and the Worcestershire. So there are times where I even surprise myself, even though I know the level at which I'm cooking these days, and it is high. I'm at a high level of cooking these days. This was a really easy recipe, and if you could smell this, I'm not for sure what you'd do. You would be so overwhelmed with joy the way that I am now to eat this. Oh, And that was like 4 ingredients. It looks complicated when you see the, oh, I gotta add this and that. That was like literally 4 ingredients. Then I'm gonna stir in that butter at the end, and I'm gonna pour this, once it gets thick, over top of those pork chops. Oh, shoot! So Kyle just walked in and I've just plated this, but you would die to taste this. Oh,
So good.
my gosh. Hi! This is, I mean, I should just quit everything and be a chef. I mean, so good. Okay, so I'm about to hand off my vlog camera to Kyle for his bachelor party. And we're just about to have a fun little weekend, but Sean and I just worked out. Now we're going to the sweat house. Say sup, gal. She says what up. All right, so here we go. I'm loving this sweating. I'm adding it in, and I'm doing about like 5 days a week of sweating. I'm just like loving it. So yeah. Sean and I were one of the first clients at the sweat house many moons ago.
I'm about to die, guys.
She just did an 8.5 sweat, which is really high. I'm not able to do but like literally an 8.
I need a sweat, guys. I need the water weight out.
She needs a sweat. We both need a sweat. Okay. Goodbye. Well,
We survived.
we survived. This is the only quality time we get to spend together because Sean's traveling all the dang time. In the tandem sweat beds.
Yes.
Totally recommend these saunas. They're like making me feel so good.
Yes.
Okay, I'm handing this camera off to Kyle for his bachelor party.
Uh-oh. In Vegas.
Viva!